What a beautiful Monday morning after a top 25 win in Colorado. I see Baton Rouge in the house, Waco, Texas. See, y'all don't know. We can see the chat even before we go live. We got Coach Carl Reed, possibly Coach Pollock joining us on the back half of the show. We got a lot to get into. Coaches being let go mid-season. Colorado turning the ship around. It is the morning run.
We get up. Runners, mount up if you can, please. 1 p.m. to 7 a.m. Hawaii time. We got you covered from the East Coast to the West Coast. It's Uncle Neely, Big Dog Chico, Deuce Scoop, live and in effect. Hit that like, subscribe, comment, get in the chat. Let us know where you're checking in from. Hit the website. Hit that QR code. Follow, like, subscribe, join this channel and everything else so y'all can be updated with the morning run. The TMR crew is in the building. Deuce, what's up?
So,
Uncle Neil, how you doing, buddy?
I'm feeling lubricated.
Amazing. That means that your joints are loose and you're ready to go, and you're feeling like you could jump around like you're a part of
House of Pain.
House of Pain. That's what I'm talking about. Way to go, Deuce. Way to be on point with me, baby.
Man, like we used to say in Parliament, Funkadelic days are now Uncadelic days. I got jam in my legs, and I'm ready to spread.
As usual, if you're ready to spread and be an Uncadelic too, you can, and get you a t-shirt on your chest to represent that. You under dig? Uncadelic's in the building. We're live.
I saw that shirt. I saw that shirt on ESPN. I saw that shirt on national TV the other day.
Exactly. Uncle's representing. I should have had that picture. You feel me? Somebody text me and said, I saw your picture. I saw your picture on the microphone that was interviewing Coach Brown. I said, yeah, that was my dog, Uncle Niggly representing. That's what it was. Yeah, I thought so.
Man, I'm going to tell you what my grandma used to tell me, Chico and Dukes.
What that?
Stop eating all that food and get outside.
She didn't tell us that we're going to chase some chickens now. She tell us stop killing my chickens. She'll tell you stop choking your chicken because that was you. My grandma used to tell me it's a poor frog that'll piss on his own lily pad. And let me tell you what that means.
Yeah.
Wherever you're from, Dukes, I don't care if you're from Selma, the ATL, or Jackson. If you piss on where you're from, you ain't worth a damn. Let me tell you where I'm from, Chico and Dukes. I'm from the morning run.
Yeah.
I'm going to represent the morning run wherever I go. I'm not going to ever piss on my lily pad.
I know that's right.
You about it?
We can stand there on ESPN and rock Gucci and Fendi and whatever. We can't rock our own stuff.
Hello.
That's a fact. And runners, y'all need to have y'all uniform on too, just like Uncle Neely be representing. You feel me? Y'all can represent too. Go get you some.
Look at his lid. Repping.
You know what? I need to start putting my shirt back on. I take it off because, you can see through it right here.
Yeah, don't take it off right now.
Twins, bring my shirt, please. Thank you.
He said babies. He said thank you, baby.
Like my boy on Harlem Nights.
Yeah. I'm never coming home again. Yeah.
Yeah, no. I'm talking about the champ. Come on, babies. You remember that?
Yeah.
Come on, baby.
Yeah.
Before we get into some more stuff later on and shenanigans and all this stuff, let's give a proper shout out as we were trying to do last night and we got to the end of the show and had to put it in. Let's give a proper shout out these guys right here.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Hold on. Yeah, I just put that on top right there.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to Jack State. Big homecoming win against a team over in Alabama. Came over for homecoming. Battle of the top two teams in the East. I talked about last year, Chico. Jack State clearly dominated the SWAC, went on to win the Celebration Bowl. But one of the things that happened was a lot of teams were down their starting quarterback, even down to the second and third string. This year, everybody's healthy, so you're going to have to face their real slate, and the dominance continues. Andrew Body came over from Alabama. Shout out to what he's been doing there, putting up big numbers. 38-34. Went down to literally the last play of the game for Jack State to preserve the win. Shout out to Coach T.C. Taylor's staff. Now sitting alone at the top of the SWAC East. Keep this up, and not only be in the SWAC championship, but you will host the SWAC championship in Jackson, Mississippi. So shout out to them guys, man.
Yes,
Them jerseys so cold.
I was about to say that they kind of switched it up again this year. They got is that the baby blue or that's just the?
No, that's baby blue. They dedicated the uniform to the Sonic Boom of the South, so it matches the blue and the band uniforms.
Really? Okay. Dope. Andrew Body, 20 of 30, 349 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 pick. Jacoby and Morgan, 16 of 23, 187, 4 touchdowns for him. Only 1 interception. Great game by the Jackson State Tigers. I love.
Yeah, literally 1 second left on the clock, and Body got the ball at the 2-yard line. They scored a win by 3, and with no time left. And, defense took him out of bounds, took the runner right out of bounds, the receiver right out of bounds. I'm sorry, at the pylon. Game over.
Mm-hmm. Big time win right there. Dukes, what stood out to you this weekend, dog? That from all the events that took place.
James Franklin getting fired.
Oh,
and
probably the Chris Brown concert. When is the Chris Brown concert in Atlanta? Okay, James Franklin got fired.
This man, wait, hold on. hold on, Chico. Slow down a second.
Don't harp on that. I'm just joking.
No, I got to harp on it. Because we're talking to Dukes, the scoop. We're talking to Philip Deb Dukes. And what you just suggested there, that on a Monday morning, if he had some news that was just heavy on his mind, that it would have possibly been Chris Brown ass and not so sports. Come on, Chico. This is why, Chico, right here. This is why.
Duke's team lost also, though, didn't
it? Even that, you still pick Chris Brown. Wait, they want Chris Brown in Atlanta Dukes? That wasn't big news to you?
I just saw a lot of
him and Cam at the Chris Brown concert with their shirts off, kicking it.
Happy 12th birthday to Cam too, man. How about that? How about we start there?
Do that.
That works, Duke. That works.
Appreciate it, man. Shout out to young Cam, man. I'm gonna tell him his uncle told him happy birthday, man.
That's right.
I had to step in for you, that Dukes. My bad. I want you. Dukes. Sometimes I have to give you a minute to literally and figuratively catch your breath before you get Chico back. So let me step in and just calm the situation, because I saw your eyes light up when he said Chris Brown. Like, what Chris Brown?
Man, I was really just laughing because, man, this whole weekend, I saw like the group chat. Oh, Chico again. There go Chico. I wasn't even saying there was one Chico put it there. I was crying, laughing. Like, I'm like, what's wrong with him?
Just comedy, man. Just comedy. Y'all be
what is wrong with him?
What about that one I sent y'all and said if Chico was Duke's barber?
Oh my!
See, some things I don't even look at, dog. I don't even look at. Like, I'm not going to allow that to get in my brain from Uncle Neely. He is
man. Not going to 1,000% accurate. I wish we could play it on here. 1,000%.
You know what? I ain't even watching. I need to watch it now.
Yeah,
no, I need to watch it. I'm not watching this junk.
You see how he just admitted he ain't watched it?
No, because it's I can't. Now I'm finna watch it.
Hey man, after you watch it, we got the one and only Coach Carl Reed joining us. He on limited time today, but we're gonna definitely get him in on this beautiful Monday morning, get his thoughts on some things. Y'all know I'm repping the STL, straight out of St. Louis. Our main man, Coach Carl Reed, one half of the big boys, joining us on the morning run. Coach Carl Reed live. What it do, baby?
What's up, man?
Coach.
Every time I'm back here in the back waiting on y'all, I hear something crazy. Did I hear something about Dukes being at a Chris Brown concert with his shirt off?
See how things
that's what Chico wanted to talk about.
Oh wow, that's crazy.
Coach Reed don't believe that stuff, man.
I don't believe that about Dukes.
Man, Chico literally asked me. He said, "Dukes, what stood out to you from this weekend?" I said, "James Franklin getting fired. That stood out." He said, "But wasn't Chris Brown in Atlanta doing a concert this weekend?" I'm like, Chico, come on, dog, for real. Like,
could have been as simple. Yeah, he was here. A lot of people went. Oh, no, I don't know that about that. Oh, okay, cool. That's all.
But the fact that you suggested that maybe that would be big news to him.
Coach Carl, how you doing, man? One half of the big boys. You checking in from the STL.
What's
How you
up,
doing, man?
guys?
A lot of eventful things went on this weekend, man. Let's talk about some of the ones that stood out. Dukes just said James Franklin firing. Of course, Trent Difford getting fired. What are some of the things that stood out to you? And if those are the things, you can go there.
Those are the same things. James Franklin being fired a year after being in the Final Four of the playoffs, coming off 11 wins, 13 wins, 10 wins, right?
Mm.
But when you lose to Northwestern, when you lose to UCLA, who hadn't won at the time, I mean, those are two tough losses to overcome. But you really don't like a guy when you give him $50 million to walk out the door. When you're willing to pay somebody $50 million and tell them to leave, you're showing how you really feel about it. But college football is an unforgiving game. You're only as good as your last run. We see what's happening where Florida State is trending with Mike Norvell. He was undefeated 2 years ago, had a terrible year last year. Like, you have got to stay in rhythm. And because of the way the transfer portal works now, there's no guarantee you're going to have a good team from year to year. You got to rebuild that core every single year, and you can never rest. If you rest, you see what happens.
Yes, sir. I love that, Coach. I'm going to go a little deeper on that if you don't mind. 2026 opening so far. We're midway 2025. Arkansas, Oklahoma State, Oregon State, Penn State, Stanford, Virginia Tech, UAB, UCLA. Jobs are already open, and we haven't gotten to that proverbial Black Monday yet at the end of the season. When you look at the lay of the land, man, and are boosters being realistic, or it just is what it is? Because, like you said, to pay $50 million to a guy that's been there 12 years to get out, and you got all these other openings, who are you even looking to replace him with that could do what he didn't already do?
Yeah, no, they never realistic. Everybody wants to win, and everybody is trying to find that secret formula, that secret sauce. But you're getting to the point that with all of these openings, what coaches are you even going to be able to get to put in them? We're going to have more openings than you have quality coaches to fill them, right?
Exactly.
So most of the guys that are hiring also don't really understand the profile of the coach they should be looking for their school. You got a lot
Mm.
of non-football people making football decisions. That's why you have a tremendous disconnect. When you look at what Indiana has done with Kirk Cignetti, he didn't necessarily light the world on fire in the press conference. I don't think that everybody was overly excited, but you're talking about a guy that's won everywhere he's been, and he's been a winner. And look at what's happening with Indiana now. You have to find the right fit, the right coach for your school and your program, and not worry about winning press conferences.
Mm.
He doing
Yeah.
his thing up there in Indiana, dog.
No,
Big
for
win.
sure. Seeing his story was cool too. Like, he left Alabama in 2011 to go to IUPUI. He said he took like a $200,000 pay cut to go take that job. And look what he's done.
He better that's the betting on yourself. And a lot of coaches are not willing to do that. He believed that the way he wanted to run a program worked. He had been passed over a couple of times at Bama to be the OC. He thought he was prepared for that. Nick Saban went in some other directions. He bet on himself, and it's worked out for him. Now, obviously, Penn State wants him, right? And you got like any big time job that opens, is going to want him. But if I was him, it would be hard to get me to leave Indiana.
Mm.
I feel you on that, Coach. I want to talk about that ripple effect because you touched on something about the number of openings versus the number of qualified coaches to fill them. And then even if you fill them, it creates a vacancy there too. Like if Cignetti were to leave Indiana, now Indiana's looking for somebody. So these dominoes, continue to fall in that regard. When you just look at, the lay of the land as it is right now and going forward, does this present to you an opportunity for some of those higher profile, national known brands, high school coaches to start moving up into college ranks? Because one of the things you hear in college football across the board is dealing with these new kids, dealing with these new personalities and the way they can or can't be coached. Do some of these vacancies, opportunities present an opportunity for even high school guys to now move up to college?
Potentially the most elite ones. It's definitely an opportunity for some of them to start their career as assistants because you need that type of influence in the building when you're dealing with some of these guys. But you're going to be hard pressed to get certain ADs to hire a coach straight out the high school ranks. They just feel like it's too big of a disconnect. There's probably a couple guys who could handle that transition, but I wouldn't say it's a ton of them. But I do think that it's going to open up the opportunity for some creative solutions, because when you get down into this candidate pool, it's going to be really, really tough to find guys to fill some of these jobs.
All right, Coach, I'm going to hit you with a curveball now. Finna put that slide on you. It's going to look like it's coming at your head, but it's going to drop right before it gets there, so don't back off the plate. I'm going to run the list down to you again because I love your opinion, brother. I respect your in-depth knowledge. 2026 again, opening so far. Arkansas, Oklahoma State, Oregon State, Penn State, Stanford, Virginia Tech, UAB, UCLA. If it was up to Carl Reed, which one would he take?
Whew. If it was up to me, the job that I would look at first on that list would have to be Penn State. You got tradition, you got history, and you got great recruiting resources in the state of Pennsylvania and Ohio. It's great high school football that comes out of that area. Now they're going to expect you to win championships. So you saw what happened to the man who won but didn't win enough. So you gotta have the know to know that they coming in there and they want you to win a national championship.
Hey, dog, you can fire me for way less than $49 million. So I take that risk.
Man, listen, I was saying James Franklin ran to get the pen to sign off. Where? Huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, a few years ago, Coach Carr, you remember when Coach O down at LSU, when they hit him with his package, he said, "Which door you want me to leave out of?"
I think now too. I think James Franklin the coach again. I think he'll be coaching somewhere next season. It's gonna be right now. He becomes a viable candidate. Like, it's a bunch of programs who would like to beat everybody except Ohio State and Michigan.
Right.
There's a bunch of programs. There's way more programs in the country who would take what he did at Penn State than their coaches who would.
That's right.
What he did is only not good enough for maybe 4 or 5 programs. It's good enough for everybody else. So
definitely good enough for an Arkansas or a UAB, I think.
Yeah, so I think that he won't have to
drop. Get UAB out your head. That man ain't dropping from
he ain't gonna drop to no UAB. But
I didn't say he was. I just said it will be good enough for.
You need to go back to the Chris Brown concert with that. You shouldn't even mention their name in that circle.
I heard you paid $11,000. Anyway, what
for exclusive photo?
Coach Carl, sorry, Coach. Sorry, Coach. Go ahead. Coach.
I hope that's not true.
Well, you stupid boy.
I hope that's not true.
Coach, I know you got to run in a sec before we pivot to your exit. Colorado, Iowa State came to town, ranked 22. First time Colorado Buffs have beat a ranked opponent at home since 2019 when they beat Nebraska. And, of course, Coach Prime's second. He upset TCU in year 1. What are your takeaways from that victory and turning this ship to get some more wins and get bowl eligible this year?
Salter's getting better and better week by week.
Yes,
Coach Prime is spending a lot of time with him, getting him up and ready to go. It's like when you lose Shador, right? Everybody wants a guy that's similar when you had that kind of leadership. But he can't be like Shador because he wasn't raised in Coach Prime house. Shador been getting that, from day one, that type of leadership, that type of direction, that type of coaching. He met Salter 6-8 months ago, right? So it takes time to get it together. But if you look at the coverage, if you look at all the coverage from the Pregame network, from Well Off Media, you see the interactions during the game. You see Coach Prime speaking confidence and life into Caden Salter. You understand now that they're starting to click. They're starting to get it going. Caden Salter is starting to understand the kind of man Coach Prime is and what his demands and expectations are. And Coach Prime is starting to understand how to reach into Caden Salter and pull the best out of him. And it's beautiful seeing that come together against a top 25 team and getting the win at home for Colorado.
Greatly said right there, especially when you heard the comments that Caden Salter spoke to Uncle Neely about his relationship with Coach Prime and how Coach Prime stepped to him and told him, hey, man, I'm riding with you. And that gave him that confidence also. And Uncle Neely had an interesting clip also where the guy stood up in front of the team and told Coach Prime and everybody else, hey, man, I played like this. and here's what I'm gonna do to get better. So I think that held those guys accountable and kept it fresh on their mind.
Hey, do us a favor, Chico. Pull it up. It's at the top of that video, so I got you ain't got to find it. And let's get Carl's reaction on it before we dip out.
Okay, I'll try to do that.
I know you can do it, man. You're the super producer back there.
Yeah.
You mentioned this though. You didn't want to tease it, then didn't play it. Coach, while we find that clip.
All you do is.
Man, look, you're an expert back there. Look, we got five. Right. You are Manny. Which one you want? Which one? Somebody got to go. Coach, across college football, when you look at upsets these past couple of weekends, are you anticipating any other coaches out there that may be gone before the end of the season, or are we done?
It's gonna be gone. It's gonna be some gone by the time you come back on TV next Monday.
Man.
This is a critical weekend for certain guys, but they know what they signed up for. This is a big boys business, and it's played by big boy rules. When you take over certain programs, what those programs' expectations are, and if you're not meeting them.
Well, Coach often said, man, when he was here at Jackson State and had the dominance, that you either get elevated or terminated as a coach. And when you're at that level that Franklin was at Penn State, I don't know how much more elevation out there was other than shifting to another school on that stratosphere. But, some of these guys are at their peaks and there's nowhere to go but down.
Hey, that come with it too. Hey, listen, you better win and you better keep winning and you better find a way to win some more or they're going to show you the door.
Y'all mentioned Indiana's coach. Now they're in the top 10 right now, top 5 actually. Top three. Would he leave from Indiana to go to Penn State? Would that be more attractive? Would that be
I don't think the timing is going to allow it. I think his team is going to be in the middle of the run, and because of the playoff push they're making in the season they having, I don't think it's going to allow him to be able to change jobs.
All right. Let's switch back. Go to Case Salter right quick and hear his comments.
Thoughts on this, Coach Reed?
That's right.
Man, it felt amazing. Good statement when, long season we ain't been doing too good, but we picking it up. We're going to keep taking it step by step, day by day, play at a time. Just keep on practicing and executing, and this is how it feel after every game for the rest of the season.
This week in the team meeting, you stood up and said, hey, I played like shit. That won't happen again.
Last week.
Most definitely, last week wasn't my best week, but that's what comes with the game. Sometimes you on, sometimes you off. You just got to continue to play the next play, and I feel like I'm great at having a play the next play mentality. Whether I'm doing something bad or I do something good, I forget about it, I flush it, and I play the next play.
And it's got to feel good to have your teammates trust and your head coach trust.
Oh yeah, most definitely. Coach Rob told me after the little situation where I didn't play that game that he was going to trust me no matter what I did out there. And I believe in him and he believed in me to go out there and do what I got to do for us to win.
Go get with your teammates, dog.
Yes, sir.
That's right. Hold on. That's right.
That's showing leadership, and most importantly, is showing that he overcame adversity. He was called out. He's been called out. He's been challenged. He's been criticized. The spotlight is on him, and they comparing him to what has happened before him. And for him to have the mental toughness and the accountability, right, to keep forging ahead, I think that says something special about him, and I think that's going to carry him into his adult life.
Yes, sir. Coach, we know you got to run. We appreciate you sticking around for that clip. Y'all know where to find him. Coach Reed live on all social media. Y'all keep up with my dog, man, repping this STL. We appreciate you, Coach.
Appreciate you, Coach. Yes, indeed, man. I like that. That accountability, that resilience, to bounce back. People were asking questions all after the game, with the post game and stuff like that. Well, y'all hear it from Case Salter's mouth right there, man. What he said about Coach Prime. They're on the same page. And he knows
I love how you classified the Dukes ATL style, little situation we had.
Mm-hmm. That's all it was.
Look, just a
little stitch up,
Yeah.
Had to work out that money.
Well, whoop-de-doo.
Yeah. Little what a name with a little whoop do.
Yeah, it wasn't much to it. Just listen, you know. They had your boy locked down for a minute, but I'm back.
He snapped though.
16 to 25, 255 yards, 2 touchdowns, 9 carries. What does he have to do to turn in another performance like this to lead the Buffs to a victory after this bye week at Utah?
I think he got to continue to believe in himself, trust himself. He clearly has the support of his OC and head coach, and he knows that it's not just an assumption. And so, as he said, articulated in that locker room talk, his ability to flush the play, no matter if it's good or bad, and move on to the next play. And just because that's what you got to do. At this point in the season, you're still down in the count, but you got enough time to stand up and right the ship in bowl game minimum. And so that's going to take place not just one game at a time, one quarter at a time. It's going to take place one play at a time. So I think he has to go out and look at that way, like, let me manage this play in front of me, one play at a time, which is what he did this game. And then also trust in your special teams and defense, which you saw at Iowa State, that they're going to do their part. That has to just, all those things stir together, Deuce, to just say to me, you have to have a higher degree of confidence now than you had 2 or 3 weeks ago, because it's one thing for you to believe in yourself, but it's another thing for everybody around you to now believe in you too.
Absolutely, man. And the best thing you can do is turn off your Twitter. No, you don't have to go look at that. You don't have to see what everybody is saying. Stay off of YouTube. Stay off of everywhere, and believe in what's going on in that locker room and what people don't see. Because last week there was a ton of people that were saying, "All right, it's Juju time," and not to say that Juju couldn't do the job, but it's just the fact that they were through with K-Salt, and for him to be able to bounce back, even after having a press conference where he said, "Hey, I was affected by not playing against Houston," and people thought that was the worst thing in the world. And I didn't sympathize with it, but I did empathize with it. I said, you know what, I could kind of see how he could feel like that. But for him to be able to bounce back the way that he did, in a manner where a team that I feel like admittedly had been lacking some leadership, for him to perform the way he did after going through some adversity, I think now, and I said this before, most good football teams take on characteristics of their coach. Well, how more resilient can you be than to have a coach who goes to surgery on Wednesday, but is in practice on Thursday? So I think now, if you could take on, if this team takes on the accountability and the resilience of their head coach, it's gonna be hell to pay in the Big 12. Now, that's one game at a time. Do not take this as me saying, hey, they finna run the table. They need to run the table every Saturday. That's running the table. It's a small table. It's a very small table, a 1-win table. That's the most you can get. One plate every week. And I think that's how Colorado makes the most out of this season, by continuing to take one play at a game and continuing to be accountable.
Yeah, and Dukes,
right there, Dukes.
It was, yeah, excellent. It's one thing, all right, we just talked about confidence, talk about one game at a time, run the table. And we just talk about human nature here. It's one thing to be faced with doing something that has never been done before. And it's another thing to be faced with something that not only has been done and done often, hell, it was done by one of your opponents that you beat last year. Baylor was in the same position a year ago with an upside down record, and went on to finish 8-4 and go to a bowl game and have a dominant performance there. And so you're asking somebody to do, like, hey, it's been done, and all you got to do is do it 1 week at a time. And you did it against a ranked opponent at 22. Now you're going to play somebody at their crib at 25. That when last time you were there, Shedeur was hurt and you had Staub, and what was a field goal, one score game? Like, all of this has to just organizationally give you some confidence that this one game at a time, 1 week at a time, 1-0, can get you where you still want to be at the end of the season, and that's playing in December.
Absolutely. And then you look at how much meat was still left on the bone, pause, where you look at how they could have played so much better.
Yep.
But think about this. The one play that hadn't, those 1 or 2 plays that weren't getting made in the previous losses outside of the Houston game got made this game. Mm-hmm. The interceptions that were dropped, the passes that the overthrown passes, the deep shots that you weren't able to take. They made those plays this game, and that was the difference between the win and the loss. This Caden Salter from last game beats TCU. This Caden Salter beats Georgia Tech. This Caden Salter beats I would venture to say if he was in the game, I think he makes the Houston game different. You know what I'm saying? So I think is his impact shows, and I think it's good. And if I can't reiterate this enough, the leadership as far as being able to be accountable and what you showed us, where he said, "Look, I played like you know what." That's the account, and to go out and ball. That's where teams are made. That's the stuff is like, all right, we playing for this locker room, and when we play for the locker room, everybody else outside of this locker room gets to be a part. So let's start in here, and then we can invite, and they're gonna rush the field again. And as a matter of fact, they're gonna stop rushing the field because it's gonna become the expectation and not the anomaly. And that's gonna be a beautiful time in Folsom Field.
Like that 24-17 win over Iowa State, ranked number 22. Big time win. We got a couple of super chats we got to get to. One time for your mind. Vonrando checked in. Who was carrying Coach Swayze after his turn up?
I had to zoom in and look at it. I was knocking out some interviews. I didn't see who was toting him, as we say in the South.
Yeah, I think I saw that getting ready to start going viral on Twitter as I seen somebody screenshot it and post it online, and they're commenting on it now. So maybe they'll figure out who's carrying Coach Swayze. But Coach Swayze turned up, man. A lot of people didn't.
Let me tell you this, dog. Real spiel. To all the athletic directors out there, all the head coaches out there, if you ain't got a strength and conditioning coach that can get turned, you ain't got a strength and conditioning coach.
And you know what? Let me say this. That comes from the relationship that was built earlier this spring when y'all came in, and it shows also how he motivated the guys, how he connected with the guys during that time, because a lot of strength coaches don't do that. They just put the workout out there, do it. They don't give you those man-to-man, face-to-face, eye-to-eye speeches, to let you know that I care about you guys. It's not just lifting weights, and that's what that connection is, and that's why I think you see him on the sideline, and after Omarion Miller scores a touchdown, he goes over to Coach Swayze and do a little dance that they've already had, set up and they practice on, because it's from that connection that was already forged and built during the spring. And I think that's important to have your strength and conditioning coach that invested into their players. And it shows.
Period.
Oh, I thought I said something wrong. Like, damn. Well, I said
my bad. No, I was just looking at what you sent in the group chat. I was looking at what you sent in the group chat during the show.
That was some good, healthy stuff. It popped up after the video that I watched that Uncle Neely sent. And
I saw that pop up, and I'm like, all right, it must be important.
Yeah, my algorithm
during the show. Yeah, I was like, yeah,
get y'all mind right. That's all. little stuff for your brains right there. But anyways, another super chat right here. This is a little lighthearted one that'll help y'all smile a little bit, maybe. From Big Beats Franklin. If y'all hear some beats on the show, so a large chance it came from the big man, Big Beats Franklin. He said he's boarded the Utopia of the Sea, lounging, waiting for rooms to be ready. Tuned into TMR. Wifey said, Lord, I thought we wasn't going to hear that this week. He said, shit. If I'm on a boat, my dog's on that bed too. What's up, brother?
Yeah, Big Beats.
So what we doing?
Hell yeah, Big Beats. We in this mofo. We on the same boat you on, Big Beats.
That's right.
Hey, wifey, we can go get drunk.
Big Beats Franklin and wife checking in. Y'all be safe out there. Have fun. Drink all you can. And thank you for tuning in to TMR, man. Runners. Live in effect. All right. As Unc would say, where do we go from here? Where do we go from here?
Man, look at what Chico sent in the group.
That wasn't nothing crazy. It's better than what y'all sent me.
Where you sent that? In the
my algorithm said it don't supposed to be on this junk that they sent you, sir.
He said them like a 138 in the middle of a very. I'm talking about we in a real.
I checked my phone and it popped up. Give you a little.
Hold on, dog.
Little motivation. What's wrong? I hope I said the right thing. Hold on, let me make sure I said the right thing.
There's nothing wrong with what you said, but we at work having in-depth conversations.
What was the magazine called last night? That you used to hide in the classroom? What was the magazine cover? That's all I need to send y'all.
Play true.
The Plain Truth. I just sent y'all some Plain Truth right there. I didn't send that. What you talking about?
The hell you didn't? Do that not say Big Dog Chico at the top?
No, stop doing that, dog. You lying. Oh, let me
Hey,
pull up what y'all
man.
said. Y'all, we exposed today?
That joker sit there at 12:38 p.m. I'm in Central Time.
Corn dog.
Coach Carl Reed telling us about Franklin and Penn State getting fired, and you texting cornbread fed collard green eating.
Now show what y'all sent me. Show what y'all sent me. My algorithm had to get back right. My algorithm said, "What the hell is this they sending you, dog? This is not what you be looking at."
But now this
You
was yesterday at 9:30 p.m. This wasn't while we were working.
At the smut.
I sent you Dr. King as a wrestler AI.
Ah,
That's a lie. The devil is a lie.
you ought to be a damn shame.
Oh,
It ain't there for a joker to tell you a lie.
I wasn't pitching Woo on the job like you over there doing.
Y'all hear that, runners? Y'all believe that. Believe none of what you hear and only half of what you see.
Do I need to let them see it again so they can believe it then?
I don't care. Mine ain't no suspect stuff. Y'all said suspect stuff. And I'm like,
What I saying suspect?
What are we doing? You ain't got to say it, but if you participate,
I'm
then
gonna speak for me. I send suspect stuff and I tag it. Here go Chico.
See what I'm saying? Y'all hear that?
Man. Hey, that boy Chico, I was like,
that's why your internet going in and out right now.
So the group notification popped up, and I'm like, oh, it must be important. I'm thinking, why you sending it to this? Why you sending it to this group chat? I go in there and look.
I
said, right? Chico, now I just started shaking my head. And Chico making a great point at the time. Like I'm like,
oh, that's why you were shaking your head while I was talking.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, while you was talking, like, what I say wrong? I'm like, Chico,
what you did?
You sit there and start talking. It was like he hit send on this lady, and then it was like, yeah, man. So Colorado, hey, man. I'm like, Chico, for real, dog. I couldn't even believe it. Like, hey, man.
What goes on in the house is supposed to stay in the house. It doesn't supposed to be going outside.
You remember?
I just shook my head.
You remember that brother in Cleveland that rescued the two white ladies?
Yep.
And he was talking about how his neighbor was normal. That's Chico. Man, I had beef with this dude, man. I had no idea. Had no idea he was like that.
Man, that's crazy. Yeah, that boy. Hey, man. Chico on Demon Time, boy.
Get on their ass, Carlton Miller. Get on their ass, Carlton Miller.
I don't know what. I'm on eggshells out here, Bob. I'm on eggshells. I can't even send my brothers a little motivation for the day. You know what I mean?
Chico, that.
Matter of fact, I'm gonna sing y'all something else since y'all want to be like that. All right.
Man, my motivation need to be medium well to well done. Like
that wasn't medium well to well done.
Man, I'm just talking.
Man, listen, man. Listen. I'm gonna say this. How about this? They need to. I was watching this show last night. Here we go. I was watching this show last night, right?
Yeah, I bet you was.
Watching this show last night. It was about this. It was inside a prison or a jail system or whatever. It was a virtual tour, and the person who took you on the tour was this young, Caucasian, blonde-headed correction officer, right? And I was thinking, like, damn, should they have like some type of screening before they allow certain people to be correction officers? Because wouldn't that, make the inmates kind of rowdy or something if you have an attractive woman walking through there? And then somebody said, it could make them act a lot better and be on their best behavior to see an attractive woman walking through there, So I was going to ask you guys, I need to ask somebody, should there be a screening process or is that like discrimination or something to where
It's
you can
absolute
only hire.
discrimination.
Okay, so that's discrimination. So you can't hire or you can't
Matter of
say,
fact, you
hey, man,
will
you
find that most prison systems are about 65% female staff.
like, why is that though? Let's just, I don't understand. I mean, more power to them, but it would just seem like to me if I was
I'm just tripping
hiring
on how you
somebody.
said because she was blonde, she was attractive.
Oh man, oh,
I mean, she
knew
could
it.
have been black hair, but I was just explaining
Ain't what
to
you said.
this particular one. This is the one I saw.
She had that blonde hair, and I know them black
saying?
inmates was. That's
Yeah,
where you were driving the car.
No, I wouldn't. I was driving and saying any attractive person in that situation.
That ain't what you said. In the words of Jasmine Neely, what you be thinking and what come out your mouth be totally different things.
Well, damn it. What I saw was on the screen.
Chico mind say, hey, tell that brother good morning. And by the time he got his mouth, I like your pants. Who says that to somebody?
Hey, boy, let me tell you something.
Oh, wow, man.
What I do know,
civilized question. It's just a real question.
Everybody got their preference, man. Like Chico got his preference. I just said when you send me some
milk
motivation,
of magnesia.
Yeah.
Will you tap that Nubian white sister over there for me?
Yeah. All I'm saying is send my motivation, you know, little dark brown.
Little burnt on there.
Not burnt, Chico.
Oh, so something wrong with burnt now. See what I'm saying? Y'all wild.
I'm telling you, that ain't what you say.
Chico drop his bread in the toaster and he pressed that thing down and let it right back up.
Yo.
He let it
I
right
caught that
back
late.
up. Yeah, it heat the bread, but it don't change the color of it.
It don't change the color.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. That's all I'm saying, man.
Let me look back and see what I just sent y'all. Wasn't that a...
That's a good one, Miss Dawn Duncan. Miss Dawn Duncan say all the Chico's sentences go through the Soul Train scramble board before they leave his brain.
Man, the Soul Train scramble board, boy. He took me back there, Miss Dawn Duncan.
Y'all lucky, man. Y'all
yeah.
so lucky. AB says Duke steak say little caramel. That's all you gotta do. Say little caramel.
Yeah, let me get mine a little caramel, man. Let me get mine a little ebony.
Why do people like think just because I be talking about stuff? And I told y'all what my friend said. Y'all put it on me. Wow, Chico Chico. Why y'all put it on me?
Chico, you don't never send none. You don't never send my type of motivation.
Yes, I do. I sent something yesterday. Y'all ain't highlight that.
No, hold up.
No, you don't, Chico.
I sent one that looked like straight from the ATL. I was like, damn. Let me make sure I sent that. Hold up.
Now you got to double back.
It was the one more I sent. Y'all ain't say nothing about that, but y'all say something about that. That's y'all problem.
If you did, Chico, that's 1 out of 1,000.
But that was more spicy foods right there.
No, bro, you did not
send more spicy foods.
I ain't get it, bro.
You don't see it?
This.
Oh, you see it.
Chico,
man, come on, man. I ain't seen that. Come on, stop playing.
I just heard
say, I'm a white girl.
Chico, look.
That's what you be saying.
I just said that. Y'all playing, man.
You did.
How your name on the screen?
Look, I saw the black dude on there, so I was like, maybe it was somebody he was looking at. But it say,
what y'all? If it ain't snowing, we ain't going. Stop, man. Oh, I saw that. That was a funny one. Yeah, that was.
You damn right you saw it. You sent it.
What
you talking about?
That was a funny one.
Hey, Chico. Hey, boy, I don't see it, bro.
She said, this is the group chat about to be subpoenaed and indicted with Chico. They ain't got to subpoena me. I'm a volunteer. They ain't got to make me. They ain't got to subpoena me.
Chico, I ain't seen one.
Thank you, One Faith. Chico, no matter what we say, your live play calling is off. Thank you. I appreciate that.
It really is. You do a great job with it, Chico.
I thank you very much.
Energy be high. Understanding the game be high. Football IQ is high. I guess the twins be in there with you.
They be high.
Keisha and Love called them imaginary twins earlier.
She can call her what she want until she show up.
She goes, I know it. Hey, Chico said, I know what I got in here.
You feel me?
I ain't mad at it.
Mom Randall said, Chico, you got to take responsibility like Salt did this week. just own it, Chico.
Well, if I
Hey,
play
look.
like Ish Ocho, I'll be saying it.
Man, Chico, this thing though, and I want everybody to understand this. Chico preference is Chico preference. Whatever he like, that's what he
What is
like.
Chico preference?
I don't know.
I've had 3
Dukes,
girlfriends in my life. I've had
speaking of
3 girlfriends in my life.
let me tell you what he said last night.
Unbelievable.
Let me tell you what he said last night, Dukes. Now, Dukes, you and I have come to an understanding and agreement that words have meaning, but those words have different meaning implications when Chico uses them.
Okay.
That's a lie.
Chico sat there and said, "Yeah, let me check this feature right quick. Let me log into my alternative account." I said,
What's wrong with
that? I said,
That's a lie.
You can say burner account. You can say my extra account. I said, dog, you can't call nothing alternative.
Man, you know what, Chico? Yes, you can.
Alternative lifestyle.
I
didn't think about it until Uck said it. I was like, oh, that's crazy.
Go ahead, Chico. Man, listen, man. It's your life. You got one life to live. And the way you want to live your life, that's your business, Chico. I'm just saying the motivation, you know what to send me. You feel what I'm saying? Like we talking about that. That's it. But you know what I'm saying? More power. However you want to live your life, man. Look, we family regardless. And one thing about it, if one thing about it though,
dude, don't worry about it, dude.
Me and you, we might talk a little trash, but bet not nobody else. How about that?
Let me ask you about this, Dukes.
Yeah.
The what is it? Take Me Through That song?
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty big, right?
YK Niece, yeah.
What's her name?
YK Niece.
Okay. Is that the one that says that's the one that's rapping. But it's one on there that all she's do the hook to take me through that, right?
Yeah, Bree.
Bree. What's her name? Let me look her up.
Bree. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
First of all, I want to say I like the girl that rapped. She killed it. She reminded me of my cousin for real. She killed it.
Right.
But let me see about little Bree right here. And does she have anything else going on?
Her brother, that's Jose Guapo's sister.
Okay. And I'm kind of trolling right here for y'all, but it's all good.
I
do mean it though.
I know where he's going with it. Oh yeah, I like that. Yeah.
Yeah,
that's what I like. Yeah.
I'm trolling, but it's all good though.
She's an attractive young lady. That's why he's saying that.
Okay. Well, she got things going on, and
yeah.
Does she have another song coming out or something, or she just doing hooks?
I don't know, bro.
Well,
I don't.
I'll let her tell her we need to get on the show.
She go. All right.
I got an intro for her.
Yeah, I bet. Oh, okay.
Yeah, you do.
Unc be in the crib, do that, take me through that dance. Do it, Unc. Do it one time, Unc.
Stop playing.
Take me through that, take me through that. There she go right there. Easy. He with it. He is ATL masterpiece right there, boy. All right. For the 1,000 attendants and for the millions watching from around the world.
Hey, before we go, speaking of firings, it's breaking right now that Tennessee Titans have fired Brian Callahan.
Get up out of here, dog. Damn. We get some thoughts on that. But first of all, before we go anywhere, let's do this. We're gonna switch gears a little bit. We're gonna go cash money, no limit. Cash money, no limit. You got the verses coming back October 25th. Cash money versus no limit. You about it? Versus bling bling. How do y'all think this verse is gonna go? What are some of the top songs that need to be played? And just overall thoughts on this before it pops off on the 25th.
Oh, I absolutely love it for hip hop, for that era of hip hop. And I will tell you this, man. You know, it depends on how much Cash Money gets to lean on Wayne or not lean on Wayne. You know, what we're counting as catalogs, because they may have some of the more quote unquote popular songs, right? Them being Cash Money.
Mm-hmm.
But man, you cannot sleep on everything that No Limit did when they were doing it.
If Wayne, so you got that they use all Wayne solo stuff, then No Limit get to use Snoop solo stuff.
That'd be a fair negotiation.
Snoop
so you mean even Death Row Snoop stuff?
I mean, Wayne, a lot of that stuff was Young Money. It was more Young Money than Cash Money. Like if we're talking about it, if we're gonna talk about the Cash Money era, then I'm thinking Hot Boys.
Yeah,
I'm thinking Cash Money from the 9-9 all the way up to now. They could play some Drake, Nicki, Wayne mixtape, and Hot Boy era stuff.
But see,
I
like for
think
me,
would
I'm
all
with
be
Deuce. That
valid.
ain't Cash Money.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's
that's more
Young
like
Money, Cash Money.
yeah, it's like Young Money. Like that ain't really Cash Money. Like we didn't grow up on that. Like me and Chico didn't grow up on that. And
Cash Money is bling bling on back.
So everything before Young Money is what you guys saying.
I would say that. I would
Yeah,
even
I
let
would say
Wayne,
that. I would say that too.
I would even let Wayne get the Carter 2 out. I give him the Carter 1, Carter 2. But really, no, you know what? I think before 2000 to be a good one. Everything before 2000, I think is in the mix.
I
Because
don't know.
after
I
2000, there
think
wasn't too much going on No Limit, no way.
right. So that's what I'm saying. I think that might be
No
limiting
disrespect, P.
Cash Money for that. You know, if you cutting off a certain time, I think that's limiting them. But they'll still have an extensive catalog that can go. I think that could battle it. You know what I mean? So, damn, what is? Give me 3 songs that they have to play in this battle, Unc and Dukes.
Who? Cash Money or No Limit or both?
Both, either side. Give me 3 songs.
You know, you got to go Bout It. Got to go Ice Cream Man. And for me, one of my strip club anthems got to go Hot Girl.
What you need?
Yeah, like there's so much No Limit music that may not be popular, but that was just popular in the hood. Like Gangstafied, Cain and Abel. Like that's just like a hard song that like my favorite No Limit rapper was probably Mac. You know what I mean? But do you play that do you play Mac at a event like that? You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. Like Mia X, it's so much No Limit stuff. Like now you got to think everybody was going to get them different color CDs once a week. I mean, and from probably 97 to 99, Cash Money kind of picked up right there. When Juvie dropped 400 Degrees is when things really changed for Cash Money. Hot Boys was coming, but was on the way. Excuse me, pause. But that's really when it really went up. That 400 Degrees, I was in 11th grade. Never forget it, man. First time I heard the song 400 Degrees.
Man, you could just press play on that one.
You just press play.
Ooh, No Limit.
Here's a list right here.
Limit
Put up there. I tried out the nigga busting me lokes. I'm hitting them down with jokes. On the ropes. Got your
Ninth
hoe on the
grade.
scopes. What?
Chico, you came out. I think you're a year after me. Yeah.
We done tried this before. That joke ain't gonna give no indication of his graduating class or age.
I quit soon. How you do that there? Young Bleed. Mystical.
I was living in.
It ain't my fault. 10th grade.
So this list kind of goes with what you were saying, like keeping it in a certain time period. Sometimes I feel like talking to my dog Moby Dick. Moby Dick. Gangstafied. That Lay Low with Snoop. See, oh man, that'll be hard. Make him say, what?
This one for the bourbons and the Cadillacs.
Wood grain with the leather seats. When it's so dark, you need a flashlight to see me. What you doing? Smoking on that Doja. With who? Oh, it's in the back screaming No Limit Soldiers.
Everybody get your roll on.
Man,
roll on, boy.
Man, Cash Money, they didn't even pick the best songs.
Yeah, you had
not on this side. I don't know who did this list.
No Limit side did pretty good. I know every one of them songs.
Hey man, Chico done pulled up some BS that some fan put together. This ain't come from
some fan put this together, man. I didn't even put this one together, but it was just a list. The first list I saw, so I'm sure that Cash Money side, the songs will change, but one that's gonna shut it down. You know me, I don't need no introduction in this. Ride Billy's on the and buttons, you bitch. Hanging wrist blanket, just stunning this. What? That number one stunner?
Man, and that I don't see how they got 400 Degrees ain't on here. You see me? I eat, sleep,
talk rap.
Man,
I bought that. I had some felony charges for that.
Except that no return, but still was bought back.
If you disrespect me, I'm gonna be in all black.
Coming about some nigga by killing and all that.
Woo!
Me, Uncle Neely, Rico, and dog.
If I ain't a hot boy, then what do you call that?
That's the one.
That's gonna set it off.
That's the one. Hello.
with me.
That might be the one.
Big Wood.
I'll bust their ass up.
Don't even
Just
go there,
that
boy.
road.
Ready
I'm
to
ready to
mask up.
mask up.
Heard about some money. That's a nice chain for the right price. I bust the right brain. What? Come on,
Yeah,
man.
buddy.
This about to go up, man. I can't wait for it. Y'all let us know who y'all picking. Right now in the chat, put Cash Money or No Limit up in this thing. Cash
Hey,
Money.
bro, what song it was Mr. Servon had that was cold?
Oh,
Mr. Servon on that album, man.
You right.
I think his album was called Life Insurance, I think, or something like that. But Mr. Servon had a stupid hard song. It wasn't Head, Shoulder, Knees, and Toes. It was another one.
Damn, you right, man. Because
He might have been like number 2.
He was like my underdog guy. I thought he was gonna come out and really, really kill Ish when he came out. Let me see if I can pull it up one time. But he had a bang.
Richard Burton, he still owe me 10.
10 breaths. Mr. Servon.
On that Life Insurance album. Man, what was that, bro? Hold on. Was it Let's Get Started? No.
Damn, I don't see it either. What was the one, Mr. Servon?
Man,
Yeah, it might have been him featured on one. I don't know, but I know he had one that was
it Trying to Make It Out the Ghetto? I think so. Trying to make it out. That's it.
I'm sorry, Mr. Servon. I can't call it right now.
What I'm talking about is Trying to Make It Out the Ghetto. That mode too hard.
Fiend though.
Oh man, One in Every Family. Probably maybe the most well-rounded album ever on No Limit, bro.
Talking like I walk it.
That's the second thing.
Womp.
The second thing was Rock Show and all that. Man, you just took me back to high school, Banneker High School.
And then when they play this right here, see a ride with no limit. What? That No Limit see Murder Master P? Down with No Limit, I'll ride for the cause. Nigga on the tank with the big balls. Pause.
Yeah. You just said nigga.
Man, that boy said he was.
He got ahead of yourself. No, you did.
Yeah. I can't wait, man. It's going down the 25th.
I texted that Joker yesterday.
Unbelievable.
To see what time we were going to do Uncle Chico. No response. I'm talking about house.
I was out.
I looked back to see if he responded, and I read what I sent him. I said, oh, my fault. I did the yelling emoji with the N-word. He replied in like 30 seconds.
I knew.
I got to call this man out his name to get his attention. I have no idea.
Man, I already know. It's funny, too, because it happened every time you'll say something in the group chat, and then you'll go back and you'll put that ninja on there. And, man, Chica be like, you call? What's up,
And put y'all favorite songs in the chat, because I see some right here. That Freak.
Hey, King on the Throne. I don't think
your elbows.
King on the Throne. I don't think that Mercedes rear end never came out.
I don't think
that was the most anticipated No Limit album. Never
cover, still classic.
Yeah.
I know we're on the music tip, but shout out to Master P for letting Tubi know what's possible. Because Master P was a Tubi before Tubi was a Tubi.
He ain't lying.
Yeah.
I think he had a 3 or 4 picture deal that was major during that time. And that's kind of like why he went towards the film and away from the music and basketball. Master P had so much going on back then, dog.
Man, it's funny too. Cause Master P, cause Pastor Troy, on that disc on the first album, he was like, I ain't no rapper. I write short films. Like trying to joke. But really he was getting rich. Like, they were dissing that man was getting rich. I bet he
man, when you the writer, the producer, and the distributor, particular distributor,
he killed
that $10 album, you keeping like 9 of it.
Man, what?
Everybody else $10 album keeping like 2 of it.
Nobody was doing it. Shout out to Master P. He learned the game from the Bay. Shout out to St. Charles.
Man, I still watch on About It.
Yeah, that's a classic movie. Do I look like a 50 Cent to you?
Nah, here go the line.
Hand over your head.
Nah, hey, watch this. Mia X. She got mad at Buddy. She had that bullet in her hand. She said, "See this? Catch it." Now see if you catch the next one. I was like, yeah, that was pretty good. Whoever wrote that, if Master P wrote that, he pretty good. That was a good one, P. That was a good one.
Well, y'all go catch up on those movies on Tubi or wherever you can find them. It ain't my fault. If they let Mystical loose and he on that stage, oh my God.
I mean, remind him. Hey, that Mystical album was so crazy. Man, that Unpredictable album, man, that was a crazy album too. For sure.
What did I do? Yeah,
man.
So I can't wait for that. I might need to go get in the building, man. That's gonna be in Las Vegas.
Man,
that's a direct flight for me, though.
They need to put Kick Dough on there so Master P can do all the ad-libs again.
God,
that Kick Dough. I'm finna pull a Kick Dough. Yeah.
Lay down on the floor. Got cheese in the money. Everybody gotta go.
Gotta go.
Run up in the manger. My bad, dudes. I ain't mean to knock y'all. I ain't mean to knock y'all, but I was about to exit on that too.
Wait, you
got to go.
Oh, he did it.
Wait, did he do it? I think he did it, not me. Blaming it on myself, and I ain't even do it.
No, I think you did it.
Yeah, man. We right at the top of the hour anyway. We're gonna get up and about of here, man, for the morning run. Uncle Neely, Dukes the Scoop. I did not take Dukes off right here. Don't blame it on Chico.
Yeah, you did.
Blame it on the drink. Or as Craig Factor say, blame it on God and get it from God. Shout out to College Park, Georgia. Jackson, Mississippi. Unc, you back home for this bye week.
Yeah, back in the Heezy for Sheezy for the bye week. Talked to Coach Prime on yesterday. We got T2 still on the ground, so we're going to be putting some stuff out from the team meetings. Got a little practices this week, and then, of course, the guys, as you can imagine, be off for the weekend because there is no game for the weekend. But we back in effect. Nothing going to stop here. Got some nice morning runs coming at you. Wednesday, got the legendary Tiffany Green, ESPN, HBU Sports.
Oh.
Tiffany coming in on Wednesday. Thursday is the 100th episode of TMR Live. Got some special guests dropping in, some major guests in a major way. Ain't nothing stopping this whole hopping. We doing this damn thing.
Ain't nothing stopping this whole hopping. And guess what? He ain't lying about that.
He ain't lying.
Let's get up and about of here, man. Thank y'all for coming out. Have a great day. Blessed day. Do what you got to do. I'll be on the Bleacher Report app later on today. Make sure y'all tune in to that.
What make you think he don't oversleep sometimes?
I do Chico not oversleep sometimes. Right. Won't be like minutes late today?
Yeah.
It wasn't because I overslept, but I could have overslept. You know what I mean? One day I am going to do that. Yeah, the twins did wake me up with a nice, you know what? We're going to leave it at that. Shout out to Tiffany Green. Keisha says she's from Tampa.
She is.
In my school. Okay. I was calling the Jackson State games back when her and the former quarterback was calling the games together too. So shout out to them. And that, man, we had, I used to get like 17,000 live listeners for the Jackson State games. And I think it was because a lot of those games were hard to find. Boom, come right here, get the good call, and you can watch it live on YouTube. So same thing this. Huh?
You say come get that good call.
They get a good call. You can also listen to Tiffany Green and them get a good call also, just to clarify and make sure. So we'll have her on next week. 100 episode going down in a major way. Wait, what's the day? Monday?
Today, Monday. She's going to be on Wednesday.
Dang, that fast? I got a lot of stuff to do. I got to get right. Had a long weekend, All I saw was beaches and beer. All right, we're going to get up and out of here, man, once again. Peace and
titties.
Unc said it. Not me. But he ain't lying. Peace in the Middle East. You be you. They said, Unc, if we win 3 straight, you got to cut your beard off.
Like, why would I do that when I'm for the team?
Right.
Like, that's a bet you make with somebody who's against you.
We'll talk about it tomorrow on the morning run. Runners! We out.